Okay. We need an intro.
Yeah.
Well, we need to like introduce. I feel like we can't just start reading a story.
Well, no. I was gonna say like welcome to the blah blah blah.
Okay, yeah.
But like, do we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, it's for episode 1. Do you want to know who I am?
I don't know what to do.
Do you guys want to know who we are?
I'm so nervous. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Chisme Chronicles, episode number 1.
First official
episode. We want to be putting out episodes like this at least once a week, maybe 2 to 3 times, but for sure once a week. Just reading some Reddit stories and giving you our perspective, and hopefully, giving you some entertainment as well.
Yeah. Provide some fresh takes for everyone.
Yeah. So
maybe.
My name is Roman. I'm 35 years old, and I'm here with.
I'm Kaylee. I'm 21.
So yeah, we got a big age gap there. So hopefully we'll give you some interesting perspectives.
From different. What's it called? You're a millennial
From different perspectives.
I mean, he's a millennial. I'm Gen Z. Generational. Whatever.
Yeah. Just different perspectives from the oldies and the youngins, I guess. So we got some stories here for you guys, and so hopefully they'll be entertaining.
Spent hours picking the best ones.
Yeah, it was actually harder than I thought. I was like, oh yeah, we'll pick some stories and then we'll just go at it. We'll make a bunch of episodes, and then it's like, okay, well, it's not that easy to find interesting stories.
Yeah, we picked the best ones for everybody. Only the best for our viewers.
Only the best for our viewers. So should I do the first one?
Kick it off.
All right, I'm kicking it off. All right, here we go. Let's see how episode 1 turns out. So story number 1 says, am I the asshole for getting mad at my 31 female? See, this is so confusing to me always. I hate it. Okay.
He's not a Reddit native.
Yeah, so this is from a 31 female woman is writing this. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my husband because his brother, sister-in-law, and friends didn't wish me happy birthday? Okay. My birthday was yesterday. Several months prior, my husband bought us tickets for a music festival that was to take place on my birthday. Despite me saying I wasn't interested in going, he loves one of the artists that are headlining. I kind of forgot about it and assumed he would sell the tickets because I wasn't interested. Fast forward to a few weeks before my birthday, and my parents wanted to take us and some extended family to an MLS soccer game for my birthday. I'm very interested in this as I enjoy both soccer and spending time with my family. I tell my husband this, and we end up having a big spat about it because he wants to go to the music festival. In the end, I convince him to go to the game as we would still have time after to see the artist he likes. So that's what we end up doing. However, when we got to the music festival last night and met up with with my husband's brother, sister-in-law, and the friend group, my husband's friends through his brother, all of who I've known for several years now, none of them knew it was my birthday, I guess. And my husband didn't tell them. I didn't even want to go to this thing. None of them care about me, and it's my birthday. I was and am angry with my husband. Why didn't he tell them to at least say happy birthday? It didn't feel good. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my husband about this?
Oh God. This one is 2 completely different verdicts on its own, I feel like, or it could be 2 separate stories, but I feel like this one is pretty obviously not the asshole for me.
So for me too.
Yeah.
But people voted that she was the asshole.
No.
They did. So I'm like, okay, it depends on what those people are kind of maybe gravitating to in the story. For example, I can see why some people are saying, oh, you're the asshole because you want all these people and your brother-in-law and his wife and all these people to wish you happy birthday. But I didn't really see it like that. I didn't think she was mad that they didn't wish her happy birthday. I felt like, although she mentions that, I feel like she's more upset at hey, it's my birthday and we're doing something that my husband wants to do, not something that I want to do.
Yeah. So, okay. So after the title alone, I was like, okay, maybe this person's like a birthday diva. You know how some people are like, oh, it's my birthday month or my birthday week. And they like, everything has to be about them. After reading the story, the reason I said that I feel like it could be two different stories is because after the first part, like I would have judged the husband to be the asshole, for purchasing those tickets alone, like for her he bought her a birthday present that was for himself.
Yeah.
So that alone made him the asshole. And then on top of that, he's being a diva about her wanting to actually do something. She made plans for her own birthday or something that better resembled like her interests. And then still they went to that festival, which wasn't something she wanted to do. And it wasn't even intended to be a birthday gift for her if all of his friends and family are going. Yeah,
it sounds like there's a concert that he likes. There's an artist that he likes, and everybody else probably likes this artist too because they're all going.
His friends and family.
And the concert is on. It's just coincided that was her birthday.
Yeah.
So he probably wants to go to this. Wants to go with his brother and sister-in-law. Wants to go with his friends, and like. Is like kind of disguising it as like, oh, this is what I got for your birthday, that we can go to this thing. And she's like, well, I don't want to go there. Yeah. I want to do something else.
He didn't want to spend more money and disguised it as her birthday present.
Yeah. I mean, like, and I can't believe that people were voting that she's the asshole.
Yeah. I wonder, there has to be like, yeah, I don't understand. There has to be like a misconnect that we're having because I don't understand.
See, like what most people are saying is that, it's like, so someone said, like, you're the asshole. Are you for? Did you want him to do a sweeping announcement only to be dealt a round of insensate happy birthdays? Even if he had, I have a feeling you'd still be in here complaining that he didn't make them mean it. So people are like thinking that she's upset about the other people in this group not wishing her happy birthday.
And to be fair, that the reason that I think maybe people are perceiving it like that, I would say is probably partially her fault because of the way that she worded the actual question. Like the am I the asshole because nobody wished me happy birthday? That wasn't the real, I mean, at least to me, I don't perceive that to be like her real grievance. It was more like, am I the asshole for all of these other circumstances surrounding my present?
Yeah, that's how I picked it up too. It's kind of like you like, hey, like it's my birthday and I'm here and like no one even knows it's my birthday. Yeah, on your birthday you want to feel special. You want to have a good time. You want to do something that you want to do. Yeah. And like, well, that's what everyone does to your friends and your family when it's their birthday. Yeah.
If they actually care about you.
Yeah, if they care about you. And like now here she is like, oh, I'm at this concert with these people that don't even know it's my birthday. So like it doesn't feel like a celebration of my birthday. Right. But when she was doing something with her family and at the soccer game, well, she knows, hey, like it's your birthday. We want to take you to this game. Let's have a good time. So you just feel happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like here she is, with at this concert with these people that are like, oh, it's your birthday? I didn't know. We just came here for the concert. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, so she's like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Especially the fact that her husband set it up. And I already touched on this, but not only was it not a genuine birthday gift to her, or at least I wouldn't accept that as like a genuine birthday gift. And then it's like he invited these people even not under the guise of it being her birthday at all. Just like, hey, we all like this person. Let's go watch them.
Or maybe he invited them or they invited him. Who knows?
Oh, you know what I mean? And that's like, even worse, I feel like.
Yeah, it's like maybe he didn't invite them. Maybe they were all going because they all like this.
Gosh, that's so terrible.
Yeah, like there was a couple of people in the comments saying that I'm surprised that people are saying you're the asshole when it was really more about doing something that you like and probably I would say doing something you like and spending time with people that care about you on your birthday versus like, hey, I'm here with these people, but they're all here to see a concert.
Yeah, that's so funny too, because I feel like with these stories, genuinely or generally what I've seen in the verdicts is not only will people be like, oh, like your husband's the asshole, everyone jumps to like get a divorce. And I feel like this is such like an opposite reaction, where they're like, no, you're dumb and are you for?
Yeah. I think those are ridiculous, man. Like the people that are like
your husband's a narcissist, get a divorce right now, and it's like he didn't put the cereal away.
Yeah, like Oh, he didn't put the cereal away. He wants a maid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he clearly he wants a maid. Clearly his mom raised him that way where she did everything. And then like they go into like all these crazy deep things that they're like projecting their own issues.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And it sucks because like those are a genuine grievance. Like, hey, my husband never puts the cereal away and it's been 10 years and it bothers the hell out of me. That can be a genuine grievance. But then yeah, everybody's like, oh my God, like he's, you know, just like X, Y, and Z, like throwing out all these different things. And you need to get a divorce immediately.
He's narcissistic.
You've been married for 23 years. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's always kind of funny.
All right, let me pick one.
Okay, you go. Yeah.
I'll go next. Let me see. I'm trying to pick my best one. Oh, this one's good. Okay. You're not ready for this one. Am I the asshole for getting up from my chair in the middle of Christmas dinner and shouting, "Shut the fuck up" about my body in response to my husband's observation?
What?
That's the title by itself.
Oh my goodness.
Strap in. This one's not that long, but...
Okay.
So, ever since I had my son months ago, my husband has started making indirect comments about my body. He never says any hurtful words, but I find his observations, as he calls it, hurtful. For example, he'd seen me wearing an old top and say, "Oh, that top used to look good on you, but not anymore though."
Oh my gosh.
Or when he looks at my waist and says, "Wow, didn't know your waist could get this wide."
Dude.
Basically passive stuff that I tried to ignore till it extended to family and friends. FYI, this went on for months and months and months. We went to Christmas celebration at his family's home. My sister-in-law complimented my floral maxi dress and my husband said, "I agree it looks nice on you, though I have to admit that your waist could get smaller than this." Awkward silence took over and I was absolutely fuming, and this was my last straw. So I got up from my chair in the middle of dinner and shouted at the top of my lungs, "Shut the fuck up about my body." He was absolutely speechless and his family stared while I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. This is crazy. He was absolutely speechless as his family stared while some others tried to get me to calm down, but the situation got more tense and dinner ended up getting cut short and my husband storming off to his friend's place to spend the night. Upon leaving, a very nasty text message saying I embarrassed him and made a scene over an observation he made. He called me childish and told me to get therapy for my insecurities instead of verbally abusing him and scaring his family. Now I feel like an absolute idiot asshole and I ruined Christmas for him and everybody over my sensitivity. Am I the asshole?
Damn. I'll give you my gut I'll just go. I gotta go with my gut. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you are the asshole. So,
ooh.
So hear me out. That doesn't mean that he's the asshole for everything that he's doing. Like everything he's doing, 100% wrong.
Okay, yeah.
100%.
Like they're both the assholes. What you're saying?
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is like you're both the assholes because, like so these observations, they're not observations.
Yeah.
They're not observations.
And they're not even passive. She's saying that they're like passive aggressive. No, those are just
like
blatantly rude comments.
Yeah, I mean like they're just rude. Just like, some sound really direct. Some you could say like, oh, it's a little bit more indirect.
Saying like you used to look good in that does not come off passive to me at all.
Yeah, that's not passive. That's like straight up.
Yeah.
He's straight up telling you look bad. So
yeah.
So what I'm saying is like everything that the husband is doing, 100% unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she just shouldn't have handled the situation like that. Because when you have issues, you need to work out your issues with your husband or your wife or your significant other. You got to work out your issues together.
Mm-hmm.
You can't to me, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, well, first of all, to put my business out there in front of everyone. Also, everyone else is an innocent bystander to like whatever situation you have going on with your husband. You know what I mean? Like if like I guess what I'm thinking is like there are scenarios where you need to reach out for help.
Yes.
But like in this scenario, to me, it's like you need to deal with this issue and your husband like in private, like not while everyone's having a family dinner, and then you're just blowing up and dropping the F-bomb and because like I mean, what's the point of that?
I hear you. I totally hear you, and I don't necessarily strongly disagree with anything you're saying, but small differences. I think she's not the asshole, and here's why I'm right and you're wrong.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But okay, so I do think that she's not the asshole. The reason I think she's not the asshole is I totally agree with the handling stuff in private. He's wrong for all the comments. That's obvious. I don't even want to like, you already kind of poked into that. It's so obvious. I don't even want to deep dive that again. But I feel like as in regards to the comments that you were saying about like handling things in private, he's the one that made these things public. He had gone from saying things to her privately, which is already rude and nasty, and she said she had a baby months ago. Whether that's 11 months even, it's like your body needs time to recover. Doesn't matter. I don't even want to deep dive that either. That's so obvious. But he's the one that decided, he made the jump to start making comments in front of family. You know what I mean? So it's like she's not the one that like made this issue public. He did. And the reason that I think she's not the asshole is I don't assume, and maybe wrongfully so, but I didn't assume that she like made the conscious decision to like, I'm gonna stand up and scream at him. You know what I mean? It was just like he said that and she snapped because it had been months of of being like kind of like not berated, but I can't think of
yeah. But did she say that right after a comment?
That's what it. I mean, so that's how I read it.
Yeah. So I'll ask you this: do two wrongs make a right?
No.
So meaning like, does because he's doing something now public, is she not the asshole only because he made it public first?
No. I don't necessarily I don't think that her reaction was right either, but I wouldn't call her the asshole over it, because I feel like it was just like a bad gut reaction because she was like feeling so like insecure and like called out. I see that. I could see that. So like I definitely like don't think so like I could see that. I could see, because like I've been in situations where you start feeling like whatever the situation is, that it's like really stressful, or someone's triggering you. You got hot ears.
You start getting like anxious and like, you like freaking like want to explode. Yeah. I totally could see that. Yeah. So I thought I understood the story more like, they were like having dinner, and then she just like
10 minutes later, she was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of like how I was getting it, but like, but I could see that if they're at dinner and he's doing that stuff, that because first of all, she's been dealing with it for months, right? And then she's also dealing with it in the moment, right? It's happening right there. So she's getting like angry. She's bottled up, and it like boom, and then like it exploded.
And that's a big gap. That's a big leap too. Like to have somebody kind of like telling you something about your body in private is already horrible enough, and then like, but you kind of like maybe can hold that shame or whatever, not that she should have, right? But like, but then to have it kind of be public to his family, it's not even hers, where maybe they can like defend or console her. It's his family, and she's kind of the stranger in that land, and I mean, I would explode. And I've had moments where like, not that what she did was right, but I just wouldn't call her the asshole over it, because I feel like everybody's had moments where you just kind of like snap. Something happens, you've had bad family situations going on or something, and you say something that you maybe mean but didn't mean it for it to come off that way. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm still a little stuck between like, if I knew that she was feeling like that, like freaking rage building up, and like she's trying to hold it back, and like, and then she blew up, then I'd be like, oh yeah, you're not the asshole. You blew up. Like I understand that. Like that's the way it came off to me.
Like I've blown up before. Yeah. So I get that.
That's the way it came off to me, because of the way she's typing, like, oh, like these passive comments he's calling them observations, and then even just like that specific part where she goes, this has been happening for, she typed it 3 times. She said, this has been happening for months and months and months. Like that to me makes it feel like, you know, that like rising level of anxiety and frustration.
Totally. Like, so my initial thought was like, not that she is the asshole on her own, but my initial was like, they're both the asshole. Because I thought like, I just thought like maybe she was like doing it to get back at him or something. Like
10 minutes later like decided to scream.
More of like you know what, I'm sick of it. I'm gonna blow up in front of his family and like shut the F up about my body. Like to kind of call him out in front of everyone.
Very Chris Rock kind of a situation.
Yeah. So like I kind of like thought she was doing it like that. So I was like, well, you guys are both the asshole, because like he's wrong, but like you got to deal with that in private. But you did remind me that certain situations cause us to like you try to hold it back and it comes out. Yeah. So and if it was the case like that, then I would go with not the asshole.
So I was right.
Fine. You win. That was
a good one.
Yeah, but
it was funny. I was laughing when I was reading it, and I feel like if we're gonna have a viewership, I just want to clarify to all of the viewers out there that it's not that it was just like so shocking to me, and obviously that situation's terrible, but it's so shocking to read. Just like her screaming like, these things, or also like the things that he was saying to her. It's insane.
Yeah, so. Like I totally agree. Like sometimes that you it's almost like you're laughing because it's like you don't believe that it's true. It's almost like can't be real. Yeah. Like how the people are living like this is happening. Yeah. Because like the guy, I mean, that's so messed up. Like that's messed up. You can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? You can't do that.
Your waist. I didn't know your waist could get this wide. Oh my gosh. If somebody said that to me. God. Divorce.
Just kidding. Yeah. So like that's horrible. And then but also like, you know, if you imagine her like standing up, you know, like
it's so
you're
funny.
Like, whoa, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, but it's funny. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, yeah, hopefully she has a conversation. Well, it could be multiple conversations until the guy kind of understands, you know what I mean? Like people can be really selfish and hard-headed, but
I hope she does get therapy, but not due to being insecure. You know, I hope she gets therapy for all the stuff that she's been going through for months and months and months.
Yeah. All right. One more?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Another hot one.
All right, here we go. I thought this one was kind of funny. Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for defending my fiance after my sister told her off? And for wanting an apology.
Okay.
Have you read this one?
I have not.
No? Okay. I've just proposed to my girlfriend of 1 year, Megan. She had a dust up with my sister, Roseanne.
A dust up?
I've never heard that before.
Like they fought?
I guessed it like some kind of scuffle. You know, like a
European scuffle.
I'm gonna have to add that like to my my phrases like
to sound more European.
Yeah, like, back up, homie. You don't want to dust up. You know, like, yo, like
we got in a dust up last week. I don't want to go over.
Yeah, like, man, I will dust you up right now.
Oh,
dude,
even spicier.
Did you hear about Roger? I forgot dust upped. Like, damn, dust up. I think I'm digging it. Like,
you're just making all new phrases based off of this one.
Okay, she had a dust up with my sister Roseanne, and when I defended her, my sister went off on me too and told me off. Megan is really into skincare. This is the fiance, right?
Okay.
Megan is really into skincare. She posts on all the skincare subreddits and other internet forums. I can't even count the amount of skincare stuff she has, but she looks great, so she's doing something right. She has a morning routine and a bedtime routine. She says they aren't complicated for me, but I'm a guy. My skincare is washing my face in the shower and also before bed if I remember. I can't follow what Megan does, but it makes her happy, so I support it. Megan has tried to bond with Roseanne over skincare, but it's not working. According to Megan and Roseanne's skincare is lots of water, lots of sleep, sunscreen, no smoking, no tanning, no makeup ever. Megan was a bit shocked when Roseanne said that. She says that's no routine at all. The no makeup, even at her wedding, also threw Megan for a loop. but it's more about the skin for her. I honestly never thought about it before I met Megan. For Roseanne's birthday, Megan and me gave her a gift card to a store called Sephora.
Oh my
because they have a bunch of skincare stuff. We just found out it's still unused almost a year later. Twice, Megan has left a dropped off bag or basket of skincare products with a list of steps, and they are just gathering dust in Roseanne's bathroom. When Megan saw the first bag unused, when we were visiting Roseanne, she tried again and left some stuff for Roseanne. This led Roseanne telling Megan to shut up about skincare and telling her off. I defended Megan because she was just trying to do something nice, and Roseanne was an ass to her. Roseanne told me off too. Megan said the first couple of times she met Roseanne, she listened to Megan, like that Roseanne was listening to Megan talk about skincare. Roseanne also bought Megan some of her favorite stuff after stalking her social media. Roseanne doesn't even have social media. Megan was trying to do something nice for Roseanne. Roseanne said Megan can't take a hint. Roseanne was also mad because Megan didn't talk to my dad, my brother, brother-in-law, or either of my grandfathers about skincare. Just her, the only woman in the family. But they're like, me and Megan knows that. I'm not sure what that last sentence was
I don't
about.
know. This whole part is rambling.
Roseanne won't even talk to Megan now. She told me off too, and Megan was just trying to do something nice.
Dude, Megan sucks so bad. I don't even think we're done.
Roseanne is 38, and Megan says women can't afford to be lax about skincare as they get older. This applies to Megan too, which is why she takes such good care of her skin. I want Roseanne to apologize for telling Megan off, but she says I'm dreaming and my dad and brother are trying to get me to forget it. Like,
Megan sucks so bad.
and he does too. The brother sucks too. Like,
yeah.
I just thought that was like, what I thought was kind of funny about this is that, like, the guy's like, hey, am I the asshole for, defending my fiance and like, for because I want my sister to apologize. Like you're trying to bond. Megan's trying to bond with Roseanne over makeup or over like skincare, care routine or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But like, that's like someone trying to bond with me over baton twirling or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about it. Like,
and then for your birthday gets you like a baton twirling store.
Gets me the shoes. Gets me a membership to baton twirling.
Yeah, this reminds me of the first one too. It's like that was like such a shitty, like not thoughtful gift. Like you're trying to impose, this on somebody else.
And like multiple times, like, hey, I got you this card. Hey, I got you this. Like, dude, if I don't care about it, like, leave me alone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take a hint. And like, obviously, Roseanne got like pissed off and she's like, shut up about skincare. Like, leave me alone. Like,
yeah. And for this one, kind of like relating it back to the last one that we did, even though she, like, I assume Roseanne, maybe she also didn't like make a conscious decision of like, I'm gonna scream at Megan, I still don't think that she's even wrong or the asshole, like I feel like Roseanne was just like fed up and like maybe I would have done it too,
yeah. I totally agree with that. Like, I can see that more and more, like just like somebody like doing something that's just like annoying,
and they're not getting it. She's politely declining and telling her that she doesn't want it, and then she screamed at her.
Yeah, she's What? Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. Like, I don't know if there's like a lot to comment on that. Like,
I will say that what I think is funny about this one is that, like, because I feel like Megan like lives in this world. Like, does she not know that like most people don't have like extensive skincare routines? Or like maybe she doesn't, and this is maybe like an effect of like social media, because I assume that if you look at her TikTok page, it's nothing but skincare. You know what I mean? So everybody that she knows or
is about it.
Is a skincare icon. They've got morning, midday, and nighttime routines. They have every product. But this is like so baffling to me because it reminds me of like people that go to, like, for example, this is like very niche, but I there's on my TikTok, there's a water sommelier that I follow.
Oh,
and
okay.
this guy doesn't like, he cannot comprehend that people don't know like the salt level of every water that they're drinking, or that people like drink tap water. And it's like they live in such a different world that it's like you have to have the self-awareness to realize that like most people do not care at all about, you know, whatever you've for example, this guy, he studied water.
Yeah.
And it's like most people didn't study water. This girl, you know, not everybody has like that much free time or like thousands of dollars to spend on skincare products.
Yeah, she's clearly she's super passionate about like skincare.
Yeah,
know, like
which is good and
about it.
fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Like, I mean, sometimes I wish I was really passionate about something.
Yeah.
That I could like go super deep into it and like become an expert at it. You know?
But you can't lose the awareness that like
Yeah.
most people aren't gonna care about that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, right on. Like, you know, you're my friend and you're into that kind of thing. Like, cool, right on. But
Yeah.
like, if all we ever do is talk about that one subject that you're interested in, but like I'm not really interested in, then at what point do we just like no longer have anything in common? Now, we might have things in common, but like you don't want to talk about them, or we don't really like kind of enjoy those things anymore.
You're only pushing this one subject
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, oh yeah, I don't really hang out with him anymore because like he just does one thing.
because he
all the time.
sucks.
He sucks. Yeah. So
Yeah. No, yeah, that one's funny. I like the.
yeah.
I don't know, like with the last story and then with this one, like I like reading stories where somebody like screams at someone because it
Yeah,
just sounds so
yeah.
funny to like imagine them like just
being
hitting
fed
that
up.
wall.
Like
Yeah.
like, cause like I know I've blown up a couple times, like very few times, but like I've felt the bubbling, you
Oh my
know,
gosh,
the
yeah.
boiling. I felt the boiling before, where I'm like, I'll have to let me turn away, let me look somewhere else because
Oh
I'm
my
about
gosh,
to blow up.
The hot ear feeling is not foreign to me at all.
Yeah. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was good.
Should we do one more?
I'm down. I have another one.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, this one's interesting. Ooh. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined sorry. Let's start over. Am I the asshole for telling my parents that they ruined the New Year's celebration after they kicked my husband out over a joke?
Damn.
Ooh. I've been married to my second husband, Mike, for 4 years now. He's a jokester and loves to crack jokes all the time. He especially likes to joke with my brother, Ethan, and his wife. Ethan used to be okay with it and started complaining about Mike taking it too far with his jokes. So, I feel like that's something to consider. Some context about Ethan. He and his wife couldn't have kids, so they adopted a boy, Joey, 2 years ago. Mike had been making silly, lighthearted jokes that involved Joey's biological parents as a way to mess with Ethan and his wife.
Oh my gosh.
I already talked to Mike, and I tell you that he 100% means no harm, and he was just trying to get them to react. Horrendous. So fast forward to New Year's Eve, my parents hosted a big celebratory dinner, and Ethan and his wife came. While we were eating dinner, Mike decided to tell a knock-knock joke to Ethan. He said, "Knock, knock." Ethan laughed and said, "Who's there?" Mike replied with, "Joey's biological parents," and then burst out laughing.
Oh my gosh. She's so stupid. So stupid.
I can't believe people live like this. This is funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Silence took over and Ethan's facial expressions changed. His wife called Mike an idiot, to which Mike replied with, "Hey, relax, it was just a joke." An argument ensued and dinner was paused. My parents suddenly told Mike to leave, which I thought was too harsh. I tried to speak to them and get them to calm down, but Mom insisted that Mike leave. We leave, and Mike was complaining the whole time about how they overreacted. I called my mom later, and she told me that Mike was out of line with his hurtful jokes and about this touchy subject, and told me I was wrong for defending him and saying he was just joking. She said that he ruined New Year's for the family, but I told her it was her and my dad who ruined the New Year celebration for escalating the situation and kicking him out. I told her he could talk to them again. I told her he could talk to them, but again, they were the ones who ruined the New Year celebration. She called me delusional for the statement and hung up. We haven't talked to them for days. I tried contacting Ethan, but no response.
Yeah, I mean the Mike is the husband, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mike's the asshole.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like he's like,
And so is she.
and so is she.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter how light of a joke you're making something like, because obviously it's not a hardcore joke. Like the joke itself is like not.
It's also
like,
not even fun. Knock knock. Who's there? Your son's biological parents.
dude. Like that's subject. To you, it might not be a big deal, but if you've already made multiple jokes about this subject, and you can see.
And not
or
only
maybe you
can
can't
you
see
see,
because
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
give a damn.
that doesn't even matter. Not only can you not see it, Ethan told. So the brother
Yeah.
told the sister,
Yeah.
"Hey,
So he
these
knows.
jokes are hurtful."
Yeah, like he knows.
Yeah.
And obviously the sister should have told the husband.
Yeah, she did.
So like the guy knows, Mike knows, like, hey, don't do these jokes anymore. Like if you can't, like, if not being able to have kids is a sad thing for
Yeah.
like, I mean, for the people that are trying and they can't, like, it's super sensitive.
Yeah.
And so you're like trying to, like, what kind of reaction did you want? Like for Ethan to be like, oh yeah, adopted. Like, what do you want him to say? Like,
It's not even a joke. Like, and it sucks because like obviously Ethan, the brother, told his sister, like, hey, these are hurtful. And it, to me, the way that she types it out sounds like she then told her husband, but then she's like, oh, but then we found out that he's not even trying to be hurtful. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's wild. That's wild. Cause like you'd, it's like, let's just say you're like wrestling with someone,
Okay.
right? And you start like jamming your
Elbow in the neck.
elbow in the neck.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey man, that hurts. I'm not trying to hurt you though.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I don't mean this to be
you,
hurtful.
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt because I'm not trying to hurt you.
Exactly. So like whether it's a physical example or an emotional example, like,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn that you're not trying to hurt me.
And not only that,
I'm telling you, it hurts me.
I also straight up don't believe that he's not trying to be hurtful. I feel like he's a liar. That is not even a good joke. It's not even a good joke, and it's so gross to just like, after you find out that this is like a hurtful thing to that person, to just keep pushing it with such shitty, annoying jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also like the parents kicking him out, like, good on them. Like,
Yeah,
that was
I like that.
de-escalating the situation.
Yeah.
you know?
Like if, like, who knows? You know, yeah, we don't know how intense this argument or like the fight was. You know, with the we don't know how bad this dust up was going to be, guys. This could have been a
bad
category
New Year's
5 dust up. Yeah,
Category
like
5.
cat 5 dust up. We don't know.
Breaking the Richter scale.
I don't know, dude. How strong is that house's foundation?
How much time do those men spend in the gym?
Yeah.
How bad was this gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, like, how much are they benching? You know,
Yeah.
like
We need more information.
walls were gonna be torn down. This could have been a bad dust up. I'm gonna use that all the time now.
Oh my god, I love that.
From now, episode 1, dust up is part of the.
That's the name of this episode. Dust up.
The dust up.
So good.
So stupid. But anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. I like the justice in, like, you need to leave.
Yeah.
You know,
You need to
You need to leave. You know where the little kids dropping the F bombs
Yeah.
in like the preschool, and he's like, "Shut the F up, B," to the teacher, and they're like, "You need to leave." I love it. I love it.
That mom is a queen for that.
Yeah, you need to leave. So I'm glad they told him to leave. And,
Oh my gosh,
and
yeah.
totally the husband and the wife, they're both the assholes because they're insensitive and they're not. See, when you're an asshole or when you're like not aware of, like, or you're selfish, is when you're focused on your feelings, the way that you meant it, the fact that there was nothing malicious behind it, but that's the part where you don't understand that you're selfish and you're kind of ignorant.
You're straight up like not fully developed as a person.
Yeah, because it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about how you made the person feel.
Yeah, and to just blatantly ignore that is so wild to me.
Yeah, I don't understand. I've never understood that when it's like, oh, but I didn't mean it bad, man.
Yeah. But it's
okay,
crazy
cool.
'cause,
But you
like,
didn't mean it bad, but that's how you made me feel.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, I feel like I have people like that in my life or whatever, and it's just like, I don't understand. Like, they are living in a completely different reality than everybody else.
Yeah, I know people like that too.
Yeah. Same people. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, same people. So the same people that make my ears hot and make me want to get in a dust up.
Make me want to start benching more.
Yeah, totally. That's crazy. But and there's so many people like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people in the world that are like, you're just like, how are you?
Just
how do you
horrible
have
people.
like how do you have friends?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I feel like people that are like that have friends, like sometimes their friends are also like that.
Yeah.
You know, like you all have to be a little savage to like get
Just
along.
mutually horrible people.
Yeah,
Or maybe
yeah,
we're
yeah.
too sensitive. Maybe we suck.
Or we were raised right, and we consider. I like to think that we're
Listen,
considerate. You know,
That's what I believe. But
Yeah.
I'm just for all of the non-empath people in the audience. Maybe we suck. You let us know in the comments.
yeah. Let us know. Like, you know, do we suck? Are we too soft, or are we
Party poopers.
normal people?
Please.
Do
Do you feel like an official podcaster now?
I am.
We are. We're manifesting.
Yeah, we are. I mean, the podcast has been doing great. We love everyone that's been listening to the episodes and supporting and commenting and subscribing and giving us a
We're
thumbs
starting
up
a
and
West
stuff.
Coast tour next month.
Starting a West Coast tour next month. Starting in Phoenix and staying in Phoenix.
Yes.
That's-
On this couch.
On this couch, yeah.
We dealt with our first technical difficulty situation.
First technical difficulty, battery died. Gotta get a full on power source so that this doesn't happen again. But anyway, so we're done, right? 4 stories in, episode 1 in the books.
It's official. The dust up episode.
The dust up episode of the Chisme Chronicles. We hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and subscribe for more episodes coming up.
Yeah.
And
We'll be posting maybe twice a week.
yeah,
or so.
I think we'll do twice a week for sure.
Yeah.
Just to get the channel, get enough videos on there for anybody that wants to binge some of our episodes.
If you think we're entertaining, watch us. If you think we're boring, play it anyways. We need the views.
Play it in the background. But all right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.